send the link. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with Ouroboros. Thank you. And now, moving on to Ouroboros, I will send you the link to your end and in the chat to the game from Ouroboros,
Just send
which
it in the
is,
chat because I
I think
can click.
it's Tatertot Towers, isn't it? It's got to be Tatertot Towers.
Yeah,
It's definitely Tatertot Towers.
yeah.
Zoop, 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 zoop. Up. Okay. And actually,
Thank
if
you,
I send it in the
Sagi.
chat, you'll see it as well, to your end, isn't it?
Yeah,
So here that works for you, isn't it? Okay, cool.
it's good for me.
Okie dokie.
Oh, some cats concept too. And
You
I stranger, did you read
yes.
the summary and things like that on this game or
No.
not?
Defend the mouse town, build and fight.
There are one Discord. I'm just
Discord.
curious.
Oh my god, another Discord. I did
Okay.
not. This is something I
Oh,
mentioned yesterday. Is that I tested 24 games for the Ludum Dare altogether, but there was 12 games on Tuesday and 12 games on Wednesday this week. So totally last minute on my side. And so what I did is I jumped straight into the games and I was like, if they did their job right, there's a tutorial in the game, and I didn't read any of the descriptions of either the eddyjam.com pages or itch.io pages, so that went right over my head, right over my head. Team's whole team oppression.
where's the comment?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Thanks for reminding. Okay.
all our team
Uh,
appreciate your games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding us, Sagi. For the other people in the chat, if you'd like, there is still like maybe a week or a week and a half, 4 days. There's still 4 days
4 days.
during which you can go and play all these games and give them a grade and give
Mhm.
them constructive feedback. And so, if you want to go and test Sagi's game and Ouroboros' game and also the other games we're going to test later during that stream, don't hesitate to go test it, have a great time, and if you want to take the time, leave them a little grade and a little comment because that helps. It's part of the Ludum Dare, is that you're gonna go and test other people's games and stuff. And our final release is in day 4. Okay. Thanks for telling us. Yeah, they opened that up with Ludum Dare this year that you can take way more time than 48 hours or the 72 even if you wish. So I mean, it's a good use of that new website slash event feature. So and I'm just looking at that GIF, that great GIF now, it reminds me that there's another game that's in 2D slash 3D. We tested another one yesterday with a different kind of gameplay, but yeah, it seems it's just a format that works really well for game jams because you get that nice, lush 3D feel,
Mhm.
yet you only have to deal with 2D complexity in terms of coding and stuff. I mean, I'm rounding out the corners. It's not that simple, I know, but
I'm just curious
I
about
find that quite interesting.
what engine is running. It's an engine used for creation of the game. And another thing I'm very curious is the Discord sent to not Tatertot Towers games but a community, and perhaps is another team jam things, like Tutu or yeah, because it's called Dragon thing. I'm not. No. I click it.
As I mentioned, we may not get to that straight away because Tyrant and
Deepest
me
sword
have
community.
lots of things to do and a calendar that is very full. But if we can reach out to like other communities
Oh.
to try and like make other game jams together, that'd be great.
I tested with Get Babaska because I have so many questions for this answer because
He's not even started the game yet.
Yeah,
He's not even
yeah.
started the game yet, and he's already amazed. Like, ooh, look at all this.
Look at it. I take out my vest and I'm here because resources, building games. It's my job. Storyboard, survive wave of enemy, building an upgrade. Yeah. And I see that you can reban your control, and it's perfect.
Oh
For
wow!
WASD
Yes.
not
Yeah.
liking guys.
There's I mean, let's be serious for a minute. There's not that many French people in the world out there. There's less than 70 million of us in terms of world population. It's ridiculous. It's laughable. But for all the French people, whenever you
Not only
play like
French.
a game that's WASD on your AZERTY keyboard, it makes kittens cry the world over. You
Mais,
know, everyone doesn't know that. But so the fact you can,
Stranger.
obviously, it takes very experienced people to find the time and to have the idea to have a and to know how to do a remapping in the game. But it is such quality of life for all the French people
Stranger,
the world over.
what you talk about French people? It's ridiculous. You know, Swiss and German have quartz keyboard, and
Okay.
there are so many keyboard. I'm not sure about Asian keyboard, but perhaps QWERTY in Asian keyboard it's too complicated. And for our friend in Syrian country, I'm not sure what is the mapping of the keyboard. And you know, some game stuff jam loves the Beppo keyboard, and there are so many complexity in the world.
You're right. My point
Just
exactly,
you
even
know,
more
in
so.
French guy,
That,
yeah.
that,
You know, the
that being
Pixel Wars
said,
is end, my friend. It's not
yeah, I
only
mean,
her country.
we are the center of the world, which actually, in terms of how maps are made, that's kind of absurd. Uh, but I'm gonna bounce on one thing you said is the Asian keyboards. Actually, I believe that Asian people, at least like maybe Chinese people, because I know about those, they use QWERTY keyboards, but they have some sort of software on their Windows or whatever, where they're going to use like Latin letters for the sounds
Mm,
of the characters they're looking for in their alphabet, and then that is going to give them the choice of this or that
okay,
character. You know, so they
okay,
type
okay.
in Latin, and then you know,
Completely
it's
in
a
yeah, yeah, okay.
it's a surcouche from in my experience, of
Okay,
course.
I'm not, I did not know how it works, but I know many configuration on keyboard, and you know, it's normal. I think it's just better because you know French. Uh, I got tested it.
Na, 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 na,
Na,
na.
na, na.
Okay, I'm done.
So, uh,
No, but it sounds as well
Unity.
like
Okay.
we've had that like of course what else? Godot. Okay, but
Game Maker.
we've had that for one of and many other ones. We've had that for one of our game jams with like one of our lead dev came up with like a Git that was ready and a little template project of his own making on Unity and a guide of how to use Git. Actually, we'll be presenting the game he did for this game jam later during this streaming. He's great. Fantastic.
Can I start?
Go for it.
Go.
Knock yourself out.
Oh, I love this
Yeah.
this sound of voices.
As a quick heads up, I don't have the sound for the stream from the streaming. I
Yeah.
only hear TRN's voice.
Yeah.
So. Ooh, we have a crafter. We have a crafter is on the loose.
Oh, evolution and upgrade possible, but currently I didn't have some. Can I? Oh! I'm gonna build a great wall for.
Build all the things.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Animal Crossing for
have
Senator.
one- you
Oh, I did
have
it.
one enemy. You have one enemy on the map. Yeah.
Yeah, free now because the minimap
Yeah.
sent all the
Yeah,
info
yeah.
and up.
They're-
Oh,
they're-
buns. Yeah, for upgrade thing. Can I upgrade wall? I can repair. Oh, bone wall.
Yeah. You.
And can I do some enemy damage with my
Wow,
axe?
he's already
Yeah.
found shit I didn't find during my playthrough. Bone walls. That is so metal.
Yeah, but I have some issue because I think I
Animal Crossing voice generator? What
Yeah.
the fuck? I mean, if you'd like to share it in the chat, don't hesitate. This, like, obviously Animal Crossing, we can tell it's part of the game's DNA, of course. But, oh wow, that is so badass and polished.
Can I upgrade more of the wall? Yeah, there are another upgrade for the wall and for my tower. And I think there are another enemy who drop another thing of loot. But
I was gonna say that it reminds me a bit of Happy Tree Friends in terms of graphics, but thankfully not in terms of general artistic direction and vibe for the game, because that's a bit too much for me, you know, Happy Tree Friends. But definitely Animal Crossing, definitely. Oh, and I can tell you, Greg, that the big trees give out more wood. That
yeah,
was
but you know me, at the end of the game there is no tree on the map.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you don't have to choose, you just have to kill everyone. But or
Tyrant is a capitalist. He believes
No.
in eternal growth and shit. Oh,
I like-
this is thanks for sharing. This is so cool. Yes.
And did you see that in the option we can you can deactivate the screen shaking?
Wow, no, I did not.
It's perfect.
Why would you though? But I mean, it's great to give the possibility to people, to the players. I'm gonna show that voice generator to my girlfriend, who's like a bit of a diehard, diehard Animal Crossing freak. This is so chibi. Oh
I
my
think Ouroboros is a graphist of this game, and if you have any question of that kind of stuff, she can perhaps.
Yeah. So are you Ouroboros?
Rose.
Okay. What
Ouroboros,
software?
are you Rose?
Rose.
Yeah, I think.
What is this is amazing. What software did you use for the graphics? Like, what's the old? Tell us about the whole suites you used for the graphics, animation, everything. We want to know. I want to know everything. That is so chibi. And yeah, I'd be curious to hear about your other projects. The engineer is here too. Oh, hello, Strega. Okay, amazing. Yeah, Strega. I want to know everything Unity. What I'd like, Strega, if you want to partake in the chat, is for you to dump all of your Unity knowledge on me in the comments form. Yeah, I gotta think about something more specific. I use Procreate. Okay. For all the art and animation, export it into a sprite map. Okay, fantastic. Okay. I don't know Procreate, but I'd be curious to know if it's raster or vector based.
Procreate is a software only for I think Mac software, Mac. You know, Mac. Mac thing.
Yeah, Apple. Yeah.
Apple thing. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. It's all raster based. Is it really? Okay, but then we must have like fancy brushes, and I mean, it's this is the result you get from this software, so no need to sell it even more. There's still one enemy, bruh.
Yeah. But I have so much things to understand. I discovered later that your tower is the same size of your wall, and you can't protect your tower with a wall. I'm not sure, and I need to try it more. But
hey, Strega. Any specific question about coding? Yes. I'd like to know what preparation you guys did in terms of coding before the start of the game jam. Like, did you already set up a Git? Did you come up with a template file, you know, for Unity folder really for Unity? Because I think Rose mentioned that you have a solution, you have a brick, let's say a coding brick for the remapping of the controls, which is very clever. And all in all, I'm curious about whether or not you guys studied video games, or if you just learn from game jams and other such endeavors, aka learning through practice, and whether or not you guys are linked to video game studios, because from what we see on screen from this game jam, it sounds more than likely to me. Oh my god, they are never going to get through. Oh, and there is a grid. There's actually a grid in this 2D thing. This is wow. Ah, yeah. This is amazing. Oh, look at him go. It's all there like, okay, I gotta be careful. Man. Man. And you can jump, yeah.
You're not. Oh, the robot. And I need yours. I need loot, man. New loot.
Oh
Close.
shit! Yeah, I had one playthrough, I think, to realize I wanted this game to be in the stream if they reached out to us, which they did. Thank you again. I didn't. I only reached the second wave, not the third one.
Oh.
But I didn't figure out. I didn't even see that you could remap the thingies because I was rushing to test all the games. But my god. We set up a git at the start of the jump. Okay. But then, yeah, did you have some sort of template project from Oja project in Unity that helps you get some bricks and features easily, like the remapping of the keys? It's something we're gonna get into in our game jam, partaking tier runs, me and the rest of the team choo-choo. You might want to try to get some health back, bruh. Otherwise you're gonna be dead.
I'm dead currently. But,
Amazing.
Stranger, during your, because you chat with the team, can I make another game, but I want to... to take my revenge and go after that, or isn't it not possible because it's timing?
Asking Rose, and then the rest of the team, because it's gonna be the same time zone, I assume.
Perhaps. And I have just one question. You didn't mention it. It is the same team that for the previous game, you know. Because if they send us an another Discord project, perhaps it's the same team for the 2 games, or 3 or 4, I'm not know. Boss fight! Oh, sorry, I see that.
And hello, thanks for joining us, Guillotine. Or Clement.
Hello, Guillotine. Clever.
Thanks a lot.
Clever.
Guillotine, we are going to there. You can go and test this game now on this link. It's all for absolutely free. And if you'd like, if you find out it's a banger of a game, spoiler alert it is, you can go and give them a grade on that website, and also give them some feedback, and reach out to them if you'd like. Clément had the same.
And if Clément, you want, we can speak in French if you have some issue with English languages.
I'm gonna speak in French for a second, you guys. Okay, Clément. Ok. Oui, ok. Clément, si t'es français aussi, vu ton nom, hein, désolé. N'hésite pas à nous écrire en français dans le chat et on pourra te répondre en français si tu veux, si t'arrives pas à nous suivre en anglais, ce qu'on comprend aisément. Enfin, faut que j'arrête avec mes chevilles. Bref, back to English, sorry. Ouroboros, if you'd like, I'd really love to know how you managed to come up with a team. Like, how do you jam with the same people all the time? Like, how do you foster the atmosphere and or the work ethics? Because it's something that we'd obviously like to have as well with TRN, but we have no idea how to do that. For now, we're a team of 2 people and then many other people and it changes from one game to the next, which is nice, which is fine by me. And I took part in 26 jams with this system, so I can't complain. It's good. But having a team that's all the same every time, that works the same, uses the same flows, the same tools, understand each other really easily, speaks the same language, so to speak. That's like a dream of mine, basically. So if you can think of some tips you'd like to share as to how to make a team that stays in the long run with the same people jamming from one jam to the next, I'm definitely very interested in that. And it's a very impressive game indeed, Mr. Clément. You can speak English, okay, ça ira.
Right. And did you partake to the pre-game jam, Mr. Clement?
Yeah, you're asking Clément?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you partake in LD50 as well, Clément? Good question. Have been friends since college, and 2 of us are... Oh my god, that is so cute! I think that happened during the pre-jam station #1 as well. It's like one of the people that we reached out to that made a really great game that they finished and continued and put on Steam not too long ago,
Did you not
actually.
see it? It's currently in Steam. It's called. Oh, I see a test of one of my preferred YouTuber about it recently. I sent you that because.
Long story short, we stumbled upon that game during the Ludum Dare 50, same as we stumbled through your game, really. And they're a married couple as well. I was like, oh my god, that is so cute. That's great. Many wishes of happiness to you two and your friend during those game jams. That is, thanks a lot for sharing. That is touching. I used to collaboration. Yeah, that's part of marriage, isn't it? That is wonderful. Okay. We usually try to keep our core team, and have guest members, and now that makes like 100% sense. Strega, thanks for sharing. Okay. How many people for this game? They made this game, Clément, with 3 people. It's a three people team. So Strega and Rose, and then one third person you could show through the menu with the credits button to your end. You can go there and find out for yourself, Clément. It's a good question, though. So cool to hear about other teams that have married couples. Yeah, there's at least one more that we know of, and I think Tiorent is looking for the link to their game right now.
It's Dumb Romantic.
Dome Romantic. Dome. Up. I think it's spelled like that as well, and you can find it on Steam.
Yeah.
And they're really cool. They're really cool, and they made a really cool game for LD48 that we had great fun playing about a year ago on the stream. Okay. So I was a bit slower than you. The best I've seen so far. Yeah, well, I mean, you stumbled upon the right place, Mr. Clément, because you missed a really good game we tested earlier today, I think. I'm gonna share the link again, which is...
Perhaps one day we can make a Twitch command for sharing the previous
It's
test.
fine.
Yeah.
I can do it by hand. It's not Tatertot Towers, it's the other one. It's One Man 6 Bullets. So this one here as well is a really cool game, made also by French people, by the way, Mr. Clément. There's more that we played yesterday. Yeah, we gotta like level up our like social media and communication skills and stuff, so we can just send, hey, go on that link. There's the whole playlist of all the best games in the top 10 from the Ludum Dare according to Tiorent and myself. In the meantime, what's really cool, like one thing where we're really lucky, Tiorent and me, is that this was my 9th Ludum Dare participation, and every time, like with varying levels of success from one year to the next, I try to go and test other games by other people. So what that means is I get like a bunch of people, like a whole bunch of people I follow on ldjam.com. So that means that every time there's a new LD Jam going on, a new Ludum Dare, and we're done with our game, no matter how it looks, I'm gonna go and test games. So I just go through my follow list and like open everything in a new tab, and then check the ones that made a game for that game jam. And then sometimes, like, because we're gonna do more and more of this format of streaming pre-jam station, because we're really enjoying it. Aren't we, Tiorent?
Yeah, I'm currently focused on this game on how can make a good and beautiful city for my good way of defense, because I want to share you the
No, you do that. Beyond that,
it's perfect.
I just go. Yeah, what I was gonna say is that there, first of all, there's 12 people who made great games before, who are in my follow list in ldjam.com that didn't have time to get to because I started testing games way too late. I'll learn from my mistakes for Pre-Jam Station 3 in September, for Ludum Dare 51, you know it. Beyond that, there's a bunch of games. I went on them and I was like, or I just played for a minute and I was like, wait, it's a text-based game. We're not going to be able to present that during streaming because it's not juicy enough. So then I didn't finish my testing and I didn't give them a grade. But I'm a good person. I think. Uh,
Sometimes.
oh, you have played Dome. The thing is that for Dome Romantic, I think we found it, or I found it through the itch.io suggestions, which is really great for finding great people. But you're gonna find people who are in the top 10, top 20, and all that. I think it's maybe quite useful in the long run for the next jams, because then you know, like really skilled people to follow, and many of them are really cool and get back to us and are really fascinating, like you guys in the chat. But yeah, going through itch.io is really going to give you the cream of the crop. So if you want to try and find games that are a bit more diverse, which I think is our case, or my case at least, yeah, the people you follow may be a bit more useful, but it takes some experience and jamming, of course. How the heck you have only 40-ish ratings? Yeah! Yeah, Clément is asking the right questions, friends. He's asking the right questions, and we're trying to help with that, by the way. You know, we do our part. What is your game of this jam? The game for our jam, I'm gonna send you the link, but you have to promise...
Don't judge me. Don't judge us, please.
Don't judge us, please. Don't judge us, because our process and organization as a team was less than perfect. So that's what we got at the end of the jam. We didn't make an ldjam.com page and stuff. It turned out like that. So if you want to test it, but don't expect anything at all.
Less than that.
It turned out like that. Again, the point is not to be salty towards anyone from the team. We all learned a lot and we had a good time in the end, but the game is... yeah. The link doesn't work for me. What is your game for this jam? What do you mean the link doesn't work for me, Rose? I don't know what you mean. I lost the context.
I'm not sure. Perhaps we sent a rose on our Ludum Dare pages. I'm not sure. Perhaps.
Please link. Yeah, please link. Super Mouser Bros. Oh, that's funny. This version is still bugged. You know what I'll do? I don't think it's very likely, Clément, that we won't have time to play your game during this streaming. But what I'll do is that I'm gonna take all the people in there and I'm gonna add them to my fave list. Log out. So, you know, log in. Yes.
I mean the currently last wave for the story mode, and they said earlier that it's a boss wave. Like, just curious.
Look at you. We are a bunch. Oh, wait! I can't friend. Yeah, I can friend your team. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so Clément. Yeah. I'll leave that in my browser. See if we get to that. But no matter what, it's very likely I'll test your game for the Ludum Dare 51. Or any games that's made by the people in your team. And thanks a lot for sharing. And it does look... wow, the graphics are really cool. Okay, we gotta focus on one thing at a time. Sorry. Thanks for sharing, definitely. No problem. It just shows unfinished game and doesn't have download links. But I'll take a look at the link you shared. And it's okay, the game isn't finished, every jam is a learning experience. I completely agree. Like, personally, I keep on partaking in game jam beyond the fact that obviously I want to work in video games in about 2 years time, give or take. Long story, let's not get into that. Is that A, you learn through practice, or I learn through practice, it works for me. B, you meet amazing people. And C, if you get the skills and the interest and the time and a bit of luck, of course, you can add a real valuable thing to your portfolio in 48 or 72 hours, which is unbeatable on my watch from what I know. So that's the reason why I keep on jamming personally, right? Very subjectively. So yeah, it's got to be a learning experience, first and foremost. And another thing I'll say is that for this game jam, which is an example in this respect, our game is unfinished at most, but we had a good time and we learned things. And you know, point of the matter being, I rather have at the end of a jam a game that doesn't work or is broken and all of that, but to have had a good time with friends than to have a really killer game but to have lost friends because it didn't go that well. So that's definitely, you know, my take on game jams, at least for myself. I'm sorry. Oh, I gotta remember to cut the mic. We'll cut that in the YouTube video, right? But yeah, wow, Tiorent is really going to town with your little nugget of a game. Look, his fort, like he has optimized the fuck out of his barrier thing. It's genuinely impressive. Have you killed everything? Oh my god, there is an end screen! Wow. That is so finished. Your game is so finished. You actually really finished the fuck out of your game in terms of for the people who made the game and how, you know, that's a better word for finish. I can't think of it though. Incredible. Yeah, congrats to you guys. Congrats to you guys.
Oh, and you have your best time store in your save, I think, and let's play.
Oh, wow. That is humbling as fuck.
Yeah.
This is humbling as fuck. I can't believe how cool this game. I know.
Thanks so much for creating it.
This is why, like, I don't remember if we realized that and then we were like, wait, we have to come up with Pre-Jam Station. Or we made Pre-Jam Station 1 and then at the end of the thingy we were like, oh my god, this is incredible. There are so many genuinely, like, mind-boggling games that come out of Ludum Dares twice a year, every year. It's, you know?
Awesome. Incredible.
Yeah, they are so humble. You guys are so humble. This is super cute. I believe so, though. I believe it's a good question from Clément, but I do believe, yeah, that they made the whole thing in 72 hours with people.
Perhaps they are challenged and they do 2 more versions for bug fixing. Perhaps after the jam.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. There would have been some debugging. There would have been some debugging after 72 hours, possibly, right? But I mean. We've tested more very different, incredible games yesterday that were made by one person in like 30 hours. There's some ridiculous shit out there. Yes, it is. It's super humbling.
And I go on their itch.io page and I say, I have 3, 6, 9,
Wow.
12.
Wait, go back to the top.
20,
Okay, go down
21 jam games?
Oh wait, no, go back out. Go back to the very bottom, to the top. I wonder if they tested, if I tested Beasts. Deepest Sword. Is Deepest Sword the game where you have to go through the same level that gets bigger and then you have a sword that also gets bigger and then you have to kill the dragon in its heart?
Yeah.
That's the one, isn't it? That thing is hilarious. I love, you know, like personally, guilty. What am I gonna say? Like for me, as when I partake in game jams and I take part, the best time I'm gonna have during a jam as a game maker as part of the team is when we manage to get the team to make a game that is really stupid and funny. So this game right there it's most likely the reason why you guys are on my watch list, because I played that thing and I was like, this is hilarious, and it works really well, and it's funny and it's witty, and it's based on an innuendo obviously, but it's not it does it in a classy way, you know, and it's my god, incredible. You guys are killers.
Jan, can we then just free or 10 seconds of time for honoring Flash? You know, Flash is dead and it's the news.
Why? What about Flash?
Flash.
When?
You
Where?
know Flash.
Well, what's that related to? Wait. Oh, yes. I feel your pain, and I too, actually, I do miss Flash a lot. Then again, I mean, we did a game jam on using Animate, which is more or less just Flash, but that still works on browser, depending on how you export it. So, but I do love Flash in my heart of hearts as well, man. You're not alone. I do miss Flash as well.
You made a game jam in Flash only, no?
Animate, technically it was Animate,
okay,
yes.
okay.
And we did that like, I think it was December of 2020, so like 2 weeks before it's not supported by browsers anymore or some shit like that, but it was a lot of fun. And our sound designer for that game jam, which was, we did in a team of 3 people as well, the sound designer for that game jam, where we used Animate, was the game designer for this Ludum Dare in our team, and
Oh.
in the Flash Jam, he did the sound design, and he used some samples from Adventure Time, and I was like, yes. It was typically one of those game jams where we do a dumb game that's funny, and we had so much fun making a game doing a game jam using animates. So you guys might want to try animate for a game jam, and then make sure that we hear about it and give you guys feedback and test it and enjoy it. You know, I mean, just saying. Catching up with the chat.
No problem. Take your time. And after that, I think perhaps you send me in the drive for the sneak peek.
You are absolutely correct, my friend. It's the same as yesterday, though, isn't it?
Okay, I go in the same to catch up the chat, and I.
What they sent us is a document that I'm going to read live, and then a picture, knowing that there are some pictures in the document. It's great that you guys sent us a link to a Google Doc document. I mean, who does that? It is so pro. It's amazing. Oh, the picture is not needed. I'm going to delete it out because it's in there. Zoop. Okie-doke. Oh my god, so much stuff. Thanks a lot for reaching out and sending us some behind the scenes. We love that. Okay, let me just catch up with the chat quickly. Tatertot Towers, World Impressive. Yeah, we had to fix some bugs. Read. Make sure please make it a full game. Yes, Clément, you are totally right. Clément is like la voix de la raison in this chat, the voice of reason. If you guys do make it into a full game, put it on Steam or on the Nintendo Switch. Let us know and I'll buy it. I actually will. So if you guys have those in your projects in the cardboards, you know, let us know, because like many people would love that, including many people who don't know it yet, but they would. You know it. You know they don't know. Those are only the most recent ones. Unfortunately, a few don't work anymore because Flash is dead. But okay, I didn't read the whole comment. It is very sad indeed. Flash games though, Flash culture. Action Script 3. We had so much fun with the jokes and innuendos in this game. Yeah, yeah. And what you have in the end is throughout the jam, you have a good time, a great time making the game, and that's gonna make it very likely that the game is fun because you had fun making it. You know, it's like I'm not so sure as to how you can make that happen and how to foster those sort of dynamics. And again, if you're working with friends, that helps. But it's part of that process. It's not just like, oh, I mean, we made a game to make money. It's like, well, yeah, but you know, you're gonna be able to last in this, in this domain if you enjoy what you do at the end of the day. And you can get back home after a hard day at work, and you're like, still I'm happy, you know. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. That's the way I did work in video games just for 1 year. That was Facebook and mobile games, and I worked in a Facebook game, and I'm very proud of that because it was also a great time, even though the game was a bit naff because Facebook game. We had so much fun. Maybe I wonder if we can port our old Flash game over to Animate. You should try. And one thing, I'm gonna share a thingy in the chat. Tiorent, I'm so sorry your train has been delayed because there are some dead leaves on the rails. I'm going to share with you a video that might take me maybe 5 minutes to find. Give me a second. Because I watched a thingy video that was like, hey, so there's a bunch of thingies and initiatives that were made. I found the fucker. Sorry. This. In there's a bunch of pointers as to custom tools that communities made to try to make Flash work in our current day and age where it's not supported by browsers anymore. I'm not saying it's got answers in there. I'm saying there may be some things that could be of use to you if you actually go out there and try to export your old Flash games all over again. Assuming you still have the FLA files, that helps. Obviously, you know it. What else? Animate, I'd buy it. Yes, I'd buy it too, Clément, you're totally right. We're thinking about putting Deepest Sword on the Switch. Do it! I'd love that. I want to show it to all my friends. I mean, because I can play on whatever the fuck I want, because we don't have the PS5 or Xbox Series X or S at home yet, but we basically have all the other consoles, and I really like my little Switch. Actually, what I'll do is... I'm sorry, not sorry to your rent.
Yeah, I see that you are not sorry, but take your time, it's you. It's your stream. It's your stream.
It's our stream.
Yeah,
This
we can.
is my Switch pouch in my bag I take to work every day. I really love the Switch because it's just a nice console. It's just, I don't know, it works nice. It works well for me to try and have more of a play lots of little games a bit rather than play one single game a lot approach. The Switch helps me to do that a bit more, which is important as a game maker. So you know. Perfect. How can we stay? Yes. You can join our Discord. Yes. Shut up and take my
Subscription.
money.
my account, my.
Oh my God! With that logo, it's so great. That's amazing. So cool. I am having such a blast right now for the Flash. Yeah, I mean, if it can be of use to you, Rose, I'm happy to help. Right? Oh, and if anyone in this chat has shinies, we should talk about that. Because I have, let's say, a few. Okay, so that's that. Hello, Brainoid.
Brainoid
Hello,
is one
Brainoid.
of the hidden gem what I found, but I didn't succeed to contact his team for sharing some sneak peek. But currently I think, and I have to correct, I have to ask to Brainoid. I think currently Team Chuchu has the leader score of their games. I think. I'm not sure. I was the first high score for this game. I'm not sure if currently I'm because I sent a challenge to their team, and we have to. Yes, we are the leader. Yeah. I tried to contact Honest Dan for having some sneak peek, but he didn't respond. I'm not sure.
Hey, Brainerd game. What we're gonna do is how do you say that? I'm gonna share the link to the game we just tested with the people who worked on the game live in the chat with you if you just arrived, because it's a great game. You're gonna have a great time. Just go and test it, then give them feedback if you feel like it, and then Mr. Brainoid, share your game in the chat, because I don't know what game it is.
Yeah, it's the last project.
Current has been the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
okay. We'll get to that,
just
we'll
after
get to
that, we go on this game because you have to test it and to try
Tyrant,
to, yeah.
Tyrant, I am ready to break your OBS with my e-cigarette smoke, and also to read the stuff that the Tatertot Tower people sent us, like the document, and I'll be doing the reading. Okay, so the initial idea we had was a new take on the traditional tower defense by adding Monster Hunter style gameplay. Whoa, where your character collects dropped items from enemies and uses them to build towers. Very interesting. I love that little napkin sketch of sorts, you know, like, I'm sorry. All the elements are there, you know, it's very simple, it's just what you need. And by the way, thanks a lot, Strega, for telling us more about your process. It's tight, and this is the kind of process. Everyone in the chat, go check out Stega's long comment, like 6 comments ago, just right there. It should be on your screen, and copy paste it. This is great inspiration. That's one of the ways, at least, that you can have such great games. But yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense to us. We'll do the copy pasting on our side as well. We are here to learn, of course. We're learners. We partake in game jams and Ludum Dares. But thanks a lot for sharing. And yeah, that makes total sense. We brainstorm. We usually have 10 in the first few hours and vote on our top 3 favorites. Voting on the top 3 is very interesting. We shared that yesterday. We shared our process in yesterday's stream. And we showed all our things we used, and we had Discord, Trello, Miro, and Google Drive, of course. And we used Miro, but that's very good that you're using this, like only vote for top 3 favorites. It is a good way to thin things down, I think, you know, because we struggled with this a little bit at the start. So we'll definitely be taking inspiration from you guys for this as well. Thanks a lot, Rose, for sharing. for the top 3, and it helps us narrow down.
I think it's the best part
that
of
is
this process
so
because
cool.
you just select the free ID and that you begin to think about UI, UX, gameplay and game feeling and just know a story or the game concept because fixing some stuff or I think it's better idea
with a
than our
with a
current.
professional, proactive, really nice graphics person in the mix, helping and really how to say
Sketching.
acting to help move the process forward, and the rest of the team doing the same, I suppose, in their way that is related to their skills and what they do in the jam. That is very cool. That is very nice. Then came the character design. We settled on an incredible cute cat design, and that set the tone for the rest of the visual style. I have to ask if
So cute.
Happy Tree Friends was a artistic
Inspiration.
direction reference for you guys in your process. Because I'm really curious. I don't know if I want to know the answer, but I sort of do. But I'm really, really happy that you stuck with the chibi and the cute and no guts and shit like that. Just for the record. For the mood board, we wanted to match the cuteness of the character, so took inspiration from games with friendly, soft color palettes. Sort of so many Fez. One thing I will say about Fez, I'll
Mhm.
start with the criticism, is that there are way too many Easter eggs that are way too hard to find. Beyond that, the rest of the entire game is incredible. The music is fantastic. If you guys have never heard of Fez, Fez, go play it. It's a really, really great game. So cool! And one with vibrant and colorful style, garden story, Plants vs Zombie, classic Zelda. Okay. No, I don't know Happy Tree. Okay, never. Don't Google Happy Tree Friends. Don't Google it. Don't. No, she's not gonna do it, are they? What you need to know about Happy Tree Friends is that
It's
they
cartoonesque.
take
It's cute,
yeah,
but
they
it's
take the
gore.
codes and the artistic direction of cutesy, lovely, like comics. It's made with Flash, by the way. It's Mondo Mini Shows, I think, who made that. And you're gonna go there and you're gonna watch the intro and be like, yeah, this is totally my shit. And then it goes to shit and it gets really gory and yeah, it's so careful with Happy Tree Friends. It may be something where you go there, you're like, hey, this is totally my jam, and then it's not. So proceed with caution, okay? Definitely proceed with caution with Happy Tree Friends. It's not as cutesy as it's made up to be, and that's their jam. Sings Happy Tree Friends theme song. Yeah, na 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 na. La 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 la. Yeah. But yeah, proceed with caution. Definitely, I don't want to be responsible for this. Proceed with caution, or don't proceed at all. That's totally fine. Here, an early concept art that helped provide inspiration for the musician to work with, as well as sizing and layout guides for the engineer. Wow, that works really well. So many references. Oh, is that Pokemon Adventure or Pokemon Dungeon I see there? I think it may not be though. Oh, I don't remember how they called them. The sort of little RPG where you wake
Po-
up
uh,
in a world and you're either
a
Pikachu.
dungeon adventure. Pokemon Dungeon
Yeah.
Adventure, I think.
Like right in the middle with that sort of thing that looks like a Pikachu. I'm really curious, but yeah, it's very, very great. Um, Here's an early
Oh, I
concept for
want to,
strat.
if you can
Yeah.
make a just little bit, I want to do some test with you, a cultural test. Can you recognize each games of the mood board?
Oh, god
I
damn
have
you.
perhaps all of this game. I'm not sure.
Mm, the first row from the
Uh,
left, top left.
top
One,
left,
two,
okay.
three, four. I've seen this game before, but I cannot name it. They
Forager.
added the colors. They added the
Yeah,
palettes.
yeah.
Wow.
The first is
Um,
Forager. A standard game, indie game, which is, I think, edited by Humble Games, Humble Bundle.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, no, but it's indie and it's quite. It looked quite cool. Then the one on the right from that is there's two of those. That's Fez.
Yeah.
Underneath something Monster Hunter Color, is it? Because I can
Yeah.
read the titles. That's cheating.
Me
Uh,
too. I didn't know it, and Monster Hunter or Game Boy Color, I didn't know it starts For me, Monster Hunter series began at PSP console and not in Game Boy
They
Color. I
actually
learned
wait,
it.
wait, 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 wait. This Monster Hunter Color, is that
Yeah,
a thingy that was made by enthusiasts after the decline of the Game Boy Color, or they actually brought out a Monster Hunter game on the motherfucking Game Boy Color? Because I need to know that.
I think it's the second because Monster Hunter typing it's a current Capcom lettering, Capcom text policy is the same. Monster Hunter, the logo is the same, and I'm not sure if PSP goes after Game Boy Color. Not a real game. Oh, indie game perhaps.
No, PSP goes way after. PSP is is
Way
the
after
DS generation, and then
yeah.
PS Vita is 3DS. If not,
Oh, but
I'm 95%
PS
sure.
Vita is not a console, I think. Sorry, that's mine.
Give me a second. Figma, yeah, I know about Figma. The UI/UX people in the company where I work use it, and it's a great tool. I don't especially know how to use it. I've not really used it, but yeah, that makes sense. Image sharing, mood boards, and planning. Okay, okay. Oh, we might want to get Jira in our process, Mr. Theorent. That's very good tips. Thank you. Okay, so then if it's not Monster Hunter, there's right in the middle. There's definitely something that looks like a Pikachu tower at the top middle of a screen. What game is that from? It looks like a Pikachu. Anything, many
This
things look
with
like
the
a
cat
Pikachu
is
in my
Monster
eyes.
Hunter like the games because it's I think Melanx or Felin. I not know it's a French word. I'm not sure.
There's like
It's Monster Hunter in PSP.
I'm gonna try and fucking zoom in. I don't care. You know what? I'm gonna zoom into my screen
And if
and
you
then
want,
do
I
this.
share your screen.
Yes. No, no, it's
Bye.
fine.
Guillotine.
I'll
Have a nice
find.
day.
I'll find. Yeah. Take care. I hope to see you soon. Okay, so this is nice and zoomed in.
Do you want to share your
What do
screen?
we have?
For-
No, it's fine. 'Cause I'm looking at the same picture as you.
Okay.
Sharing screen would be too complicated. There is some Monster Hunter I can see.
Yeah.
Second row from the right at the top. Monster Hunter color. What the fuck? This is so cool. Oh, it's a hippopotamus. It wasn't a Pikachu. Okay. Oh, there's Plants vs. Zombie.
Yeah.
There is something
Good.
that looks like, I have no idea actually. Prehistoric defense. Don't know about that.
Didn't know.
There's something that looks a bit like a MOBA/tower defense.
Yeah, I think it's. I know this game. It's. I think it's. I'm not sure about the name of this game.
There's one. Oh my god. Okay. I am
It's for the
freaking
people.
out right now. Right under Monster Hunter color,
Yeah.
there is a game, and
Yeah.
at the top left, there's something that looks like Dipper from Gravity Falls. Is there an actual motherfucking Gravity Falls game out there which is on your mood board? Because I need to know this. Because you guys obviously know about Gravity Falls, and if not, go watch Gravity Falls. It's a series, 2 or 3
Top
seasons. It's so great.
right is the Sword of Ditto.
I saw. I can tell there's some Animal Crossing on there. Otherwise, I don't have any of the other references. But
Up to Animal Crossing is Sword of Ditto. I don't know if this game. Sure. Sword of Ditto, if you want to play it one day, it's co-op game. It can be me to go.
You remind me about that. That's on you. We're testing a game with you and my girlfriend on Wednesday. Chill. Just for the record, it's Lost Ark. And we'll
A
see.
chill game, Lost Ark. Yeah, you know, Diablo is chill like
No
chill
spoilers.
game too.
No spoilers.
don't try it.
I love Diablo
What do you
2,
do?
but then I tried to play Diablo 3 with my girlfriend in co-op in local on the PS3. But we played in easy mode, which was a mistake. Like, okay, let's just not try hard, and it was really boring. But Diablo
Yeah.
2 is incredible.
Oh.
Okay, so some of those images are like concept arts and not real games. That's very good to know.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go. Okay, take a Clément. I think he left. I'll play
Sort of
your
Ditto,
game. to
yes.
improve. Sort of Ditto.
The
Turflet
three.
is Forager. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of Ditto. Yeah. Okay. We have to move on. But this mood
Okay.
board kept us entertained and amazed for like half an hour. Incredible. Okay. So here's an early concept for the title logo for the game. The final logo still used the idea of the emphasized. Okay. Yeah, it works really well. It's really cute. Oh yeah. Absolutely. You can tell it's a bit rough, but like efficient, and it gets the idea across. It's great for a concept art. Thank you. No, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks so much for having been there with us in the chat. This is so great. This is really, really, really great. Having a ball out there. What I was going to suggest, beyond, if you guys want to add something, Rose and Strega, don't hesitate.